see if this stupid tripod will cooperate. Now, pull the hub. Oh, I'm gonna have to. Oh, maybe not. All right. Oh, that thing needs some grease. I grease that up when I put it back in. Okay. Pull the rear wheel. All right. That's off. So we're gonna have to pull the caliper. Hey, Kitty, small bass, welcome in. We're getting the bike ready for the next desert run. As you can see, I've broken some spokes, quite a few of them. Got a couple cracks in this back wheel. So I got a brand new one here in the box. Haven't even opened the box yet. Let's open the box and see what this new one's looking like. Haven't even opened it yet. All right. This should be a lot nicer looking wheel too. I've had this thing for a while. I just ruined it. Oh, that hub looks sick. All right. We're out of plastic. That thing looks sick. Oh, that thing looks sick. How's that? That thing's gonna look so good on the bike. Heck yeah. Oh, that sucks, man. I hate to hear that. Hey, Northern, welcome in. All right, so now I gotta go find some wrenches and some Allen wrenches, and these bolts look like they've been through hell, so there is a possibility some of these may not come out, but we'll see. We'll see what happens here. Let's go find the Allen wrenches in my mess ass of the garage. My garage is a fucking disaster right now, but all right, here we go. Here's the Allens. Hopefully the right size is in here, but we don't know. Don't know. It's gonna be like, I'll go through like 12 sets and then I'll find the right one. But we'll see. Let's get this freaking thing taken off. Hopefully. Is that gonna be it? Oh, come on. Boom, first try. Oh, they're in there tight, but that's all right. That means the brake or the sprocket ain't gonna come falling off. Well, some of them may have already stripped out. I might not be able to get them all out. We'll see. Let's see how this goes. But I need a better spot for my camera. Let me see if I can set it up on top of this box, give you guys a better view. Probably not, huh? Oh, maybe. All right, I can't see chat when it's sitting right there, but give me a minute. Let me see if I can get these off without totally screwing them up. It looks like some of them are already stripped. And I have not taken this sprocket off of here yet, so. All right. I'm gonna need me a wrench. I'm gonna go grab the wrenches. That's gonna be what, 12 or 15, 12 or 15 millimeter. Probably 12. grabbed all 3 wrenches. Just in case. Boom, 14, right what I thought. Okay. Alright. So, the fact that some of these Allen heads, whatever shop wrenched on this thing first, kind of wrenched them down tight and screwed them up a little. So, that's fine. We got the wrench. As long as we can keep the, oh goodness, as long as we can keep the actual Allens spinning, we can get everything done. Alright. Yeah, this is the first time I've ever wrenched on this bike. The only other time I've had to do anything to it was a complete top end rebuild. And that happened right after I bought it. I bought it used. I got a smoking deal on this bike. I bought this bike for a little over $3 grand. It's a $10,000 bike, brand new. But my very first ride out on this thing, the top end exploded. So I made the place that I bought it from, obviously put the brand new top end in it. So it's got a whole brand new top end. Should be good for a while. They had, when they did the top end, they had to do the valves and all that, so should be good on that for quite a while. But you never know. The way I ride, I blow through parts, and I blow through parts on a freaking regular basis. My other bike is down and out right now because I let it sit for a while. I wasn't riding it, and the carb's all gummed up, so I got to take that apart and rebuild the carb. But I'm not going to worry about that right yet. That'll be a project for another day, for another couple days. That thing is a bitch. That Suzuki is a bitch to get that carb off of. I got to pull the tank. I got to pull the seat. I got to pull the rear, the subframe. I mean, it's a pain in the ass. It's a day-long project to get that carb in and out of there. So I'm hoping I might get lucky and be able to just spray some carb cleaner in it, but I doubt it. I'm going to try that first with that bike. I'll just try spraying the carb cleaner and hope that it works. I doubt it will, but either way, that'll be my first attempt, and then if it doesn't work, I'll have to pull the carb out and do a full rebuild on it. But it is what it is. So, give me one more second, guys. Let me get these this last bolt out of here, and then I'll kind of come and catch up and chat. My back is freaking killing me today. I don't know what I did yesterday, but I did something to my back yesterday, and it's just not happy. So, it's going to be a long, slow process, I think. Plus, I don't have a spare tube, so when I go to swap the tire onto the new rim, it's going to be a painful bitch because it's really easy to puncture your tube when you're taking the tire on and off. So, I wanted to go with the moose tubes on these, which are basically like a pool noodle kind of a thing that you put inside instead of an inner tube. And even if you do get a flat, you can't get a flat because it's a solid foam tube. But those things are a nightmare to install. I mean, an absolute freaking nightmare. So, alright, so we got the sprocket off. We go to this side. This side's freaking going to be way small. It's going to be like 8 millimeter. I mean, it's all good though. Let me catch up with chat for a minute. Where are we at? We got 10 people hanging out. Appreciate you guys. I really need to freaking clean this bike. Look at that. That's just disgusting. I'm embarrassed that my bike is that dirty. But that shows how much we ride and how hard we ride them. So, hey, who timed out? Somebody. Oh, somebody typed in all caps. Oh, Jonathan got timed out for, yeah, don't type in all caps, dude. Nightbot will time me out for like a little bit. All right. Hey, Derek. Jackson just did an unboxing of what? Of what? All right, so I gotta go find the other wrenches for this, which is gonna kind of suck because I don't know what size they are. So I'll just grab them all, right? Grab a whole boatload of them. Oh, my back is not happy today. At all. At all. I think what I should do is clear off my patio table and all right, let me go find the wrenches real quick. I'm missing a bunch of wrenches, but we should see. All right. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah. So Jackson won the travel rod and reel kit. Oop, phone down. This tripod doesn't like to hold the phone. So, all right. Let's see. That is not an 8mm. It's not 3/8. So it's going to be 10mm. Oh, God, that brake caliper, or that rotor's on there. Freaking tight. What's the back going to be? It's not going to be 10 either, is it? Yeah. All right, so I need another 10mm. That's not good. Why is it always the 10mm? Always got to be the 10mm, right? All right, let me go see real quick, you guys, if I can find another 10mm. Give me just a second. All right. We're going to cheat a little bit. We're going to use the drill. Oh, rim down. Okay. Such a pain in the ass to get to all this stuff. Oop, there's one. I dropped the nut. Where'd the nut go? There it went. All right, there is no washer on these. I don't like that. They're nylocks, so it's not like it's a huge deal. All right, let me catch up with Chad again real quick. Hey, Tony, welcome in. All right. So, yeah, I wish I would have known he was going live before I went live. I would have went and checked that out. But that's all good. All right, let me get back to taking this thing apart. Oh my God, man. Whoever put these on was a freaking animal. Talk about like overkill. Good grief, man. They freaking really iron horsed these on there. There we go. All right. Some people just don't know what a torque wrench is or what torque specs are. They go so freaking tight that it creates issues. Oh. I can get it to budge a little bit. There we go. There we go. I can't believe there's only 4 freaking nuts and bolts that hold this brake rotor on. You would think you would want your brakes on there a little more secure, right? Ooh, that was a knuckle. Oh, come on. There we go. All right. When we're really, really tight, when you got a bolt that's really, really tight, if you can get it to spin to where the bolt actually starts to turn a little bit and not just the nut, then you can get them to start popping out. So, where the nuts go? There it is. All right, so now the next step is going to be the hardest. I have to swap over this tire. So, pull the valve stem. Pull out the valve stem, that way it drops all the air out of here. And I think it's a 13, right? No, it's a 12. Where'd my 12 go? Right here in my freaking hand. Pull the nut off the Schrader valve. If we can get it to go. And that is going to go with the valve stem right there. I should have my little magnetic tray, but I don't. All right, so now that that's off, now we're going to go to the table. Because this is the part that's a pain in the ass. So, the table's a freaking mess. Whatever it is, what it is right now. Okay. This part sucks. Taking these tires off of these bikes absolutely sucks. Look how my tire springs. I just had them. I'm really hoping I can do this without blowing up the freaking tube. It's that 10 millimeter that's always gone. Hey, Jackson with the happy poops. Oh man, I missed it. Dem Dogs told me you were live. I wish I would have known. I would have been there. But I'm glad to hear you got everything. Glad to hear it showed up. Glad to hear the Postal Service didn't lose it. All right, this rim I don't care about. I'm not going to use the rim saver on this. This is the hardest part of this whole process is getting this old tire off. Gotta break the bead all the way around. This is a bitch. This is where I usually fuck up. I usually end up blowing out a tube, and I don't have another tube right now, so I gotta be gentle about it. Oh, I forgot to take off the rim lock. So, we've got my wrench for the rim lock. I just had the 12 millimeter, now I can't find it. But that's fine with this. The rim lock's a 13, so we're good. Wow, even my rim lock was blown through. I'm really surprised that when I busted up this wheel, it didn't break the freaking tube. Come on, rim lock, cooperate. There it goes, it's starting to go. This is where it gets freaking tricky. I gotta get these tire spoons in, without destroying the freaking tube. But it's easier said than done. I may not be able to get this off. Flip it and break that bead on the other side. Camera down. God, that's why I hate this tripod. This tripod is built backwards. You should have the weight on the side with the freaking support, and instead it's got the weight on the side with no support. Anyway, whoops. All right, we're back. Hey, somebody sent thumbs ups or something, or hundreds or whatever. Oh, heck yeah, Jackson. I always try to send stickers out when I send stuff. I always try to send them out. I'm actually going to order some new ones here pretty soon. I want to add the little YouTube logo thing. Because right now, it just, just SoCal Outdoors doesn't tell you where to find me. Alright, this Maxxis Desert IT tire is a freaking beast. It's got a super stiff sidewall, so it's really hard to get it off the rim. But it could be worse. My dual sport tire, the sidewall is so freaking stiff, I cannot take that tire off of that tire. I have to take it into a shop that's got, you know, like a tire press that they use, like for cars. So that bead should be off all the way on both sides, except for right here. Yeah, there it goes. So let me see if I can get in here and get this to start going without blowing out my tube. Get this one off. See if I can't. Then we got a problem. Oh, start going, man. Gosh, why do I gotta buy the fucking Marvelous tires made? Probably because I'm so freaking hard on them. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna bend my freaking tire spoons. All I need to do is get it started and then go. It's that whole getting it started part that's a pain in the ass. There it's going. It's almost there. It started. So, I need 2 spoons right here to get it started. Started. Get the 3rd spoon in here. Keep it. And there's the 2nd spoon out. And then come over here. Oh man, this is brutal. Get that one out of there. Come on. All right, lock that one under. That one will stay. You see that? Lock that tire spoon under the hub there. All right, guys. Sorry, it's hard to see chat while I'm doing this. I'm sure. Give me a couple of minutes, and I'll take a break here and catch up with chat. The phone almost went down again. Glad I caught that. And this is why the tire spoons come in sets of 3. Oh, come on, get under there. One more little spot here, and I should have it starting to go pretty well. I'm working towards it, and I need to work it with it. You guys imagine having to do this out in the middle of the freaking desert? I've had to. I can tell you, it sucks. I had to do this in the middle of a race before. You can pull a tube out and patch it. It sucks. It's definitely not fun to try to do on the side of a freaking desert race. We got her going. We got her going. Once you get it going, it's not that bad. I should be able to take bigger bites over here. I got her about a quarter of the way off. A little over halfway off on this side. So problem is I gotta do this for both sides. All right, there's one more and we're off. Well, we're off. Yep, we're off. All right. So now, we gotta get that other side up and over, which is usually a little more difficult. Start pulling the tube. I can't even pull the tube yet. I might not be able to pull the tube on this one to get it out. So what we do now is we go this side. I should go this way so I don't fucking hit the tube. Coming. She's coming. Come on, lady. Where you can really fuck up and pinch the tube. Now you're not just changing the tire, you're changing the tube. It's almost harder to get the second bead off than it is the first. All this because I ride to the point where I break shit. So because I broke shit, I destroyed this back wheel. So I gotta swap it off. Put a whole new wheel on the bike. All because I ride like I'm still fucking 15 years old. Which I haven't been 15 years old for 35 years. I just slid back in. See, this is where the bead press comes in. But I don't have one. There's a pain in the ass here in a second. Slide off. You think it would be easier, but it's not. Doing this out in the middle of the desert really does suck. With bead press, it just spins it and pulls it out. The tire spins, you gotta fight with it. Oh, come on, man. Get off there. Oh, fucking camera. Goddamn camera keeps falling over. I hate this stupid tripod. I absolutely hate this tripod. I should go get the good big one. Okay, come on, get off. Get off. All I need is like half of this side and it'll pull right off. I can't get it from this side without, maybe I can, without pinching the tube. Okay. Put that side in. So the other one will walk in. All right, that side's locked in. So. Oh, why do I always gotta buy the stiff tires? Oh, fucking camera. Stupid tripod. This tripod, man, it's trash. All right. Yeah, the soapy water's not gonna help on this side. So I've been running the Tusk. It's the Tusk D Sport on my dual sport. That thing is a freaking beast. That tire right there is a freaking animal. I can't even get that one. I can't even break the beat on that thing because the sidewalls are so stiff. I'm almost there at the point where this will start coming off pretty easy. I'm just trying not to puncture my tube because I don't have another tube. So. Alright. Come on. Get out of there. I'm almost ready to just cut this rim in half. It's trash anyway. And you get it to go just a little bit, it'll start going really easy. It's just that little bit that I need to go. Come on, girl. I also don't have all the right stuff to do it. I mean, I got the right stuff, but not the right, like, mounting area. It's easier when you can actually secure the tire or the wheel. It's starting to go. All right, she's coming. Whoop, she was coming. So I slipped. Wrong way. slipping and falling out of there. What I need is like 2 more tire spins. I've seen guys doing this with like a regular slot screwdriver. How they don't kill the tube, I don't know. There she's starting to go. I'm almost to the point where it'll just start sliding right out. Oh, there we go. She's coming. Almost. There she goes. And she's out. All right. All right. Well, there's the rim lock. So that one's done. These are all the spoke nuts that were floating around in that tire. All right, let me get the other wheel. Oh, I don't have a rim band on here, so I'll swap that over. Swap the rim band. And where is, right there is one. And the other one should be, where's the other hole? There's only one hole. Okay, so I need to pop a hole in that for the rim lock. Oh, get it. All right. So we'll get the rim lock in. Oh, come on. This thing is not wanting to cooperate today. All right. This is the biggest bitch of it all. So now we got to get this back on and going the other way, which is a total pain in the ass. I don't know, all the way through. Don't slip through. This is gonna suck. This is absolutely gonna suck. This is where I need soapy water. All right, guys, give me a minute. I'm gonna grab some soap and water. Hopefully that helps. I don't think it will. This part's always a pain in the ass. Oh my goodness, man. Just cooperate. It's going. Slowly but surely it's going. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. Slowly but surely we're getting there. I'm so glad I'm not doing this out in the middle of the freaking desert again. Not to say I won't have to again, but you don't know. All right, I'm about to step away from this for a second. So frustrating trying to get this all freaking put together. So I'm gonna step away for a minute. All right, guys. This is pissing you off? Why is it pissing you off, Falcon? It's a brand new wheel. I'm not gonna put it on the concrete. Yeah, it's a tedious job, man. It's all right. Hulk gonna go green? No, I'm. This is a brand new wheel I'm putting on, so I'm trying not to screw it up, like ding it up and chip it up and all that. So, trying to be nice to it. Plus, I'm trying not to puncture the tube either. So, yeah, that tread is gnarly on there. It's the Maxxis Desert IT tire. That thing is aggressive. Extremely aggressive. It's got traction like no other, and it'll hook up and go no matter where you're at. No, this is a 450R that I'm putting this on. Hey, Zyro, welcome in. Yeah, this is going on my 450. I'm just trying to get everything in without screwing up the wheel. I actually want to take this 450 in and have it built. It's not really built. Right now, all it's got is the clutch and pipes. I want to go have it built. I want this thing about 30 miles an hour faster on the top end. I want to be able to do 140 on it. Put a new tread on the pit bike. Nice. What'd you put on it? What tire did you go with? I'm a big fan of the Maxxis. Upgraded. Oh, okay. Nice. This is a 18. No, this is a 19 rear, 21 front. My DRZ's got an 18-21 setup. I almost wanted to get an 18 for this, but I'm gonna keep it stock on the wheel size anyway. This tire, this tire is not as aggressive as the tire on my dual sport. Let's go check out the tire on my dual sport bike. This is a street legal bike. This one's for my dirt bike, for that sitting in the shed right there. The tire on my dual sport bike is fucking crazy. Wait till you see this thing. This is a goddamn tractor tire. Look at that fucking thing. That thing is huge. Like, that is some traction right there. I mean, this tire is absolutely gnarly. Absolutely gnarly. So, that's, hey, G-Bay. Welcome in, brother. G-Bay, I don't know if you've seen it or not. This is the DRZ. She's down and out right now. The battery is completely shot. And I let her sit for about 6 months, so the carb's gummed up. I got to pull it and rebuild it. And you know how much of a bitch it is to pull the carb out of the DRZ, right? But this is that tire I was telling you about a while ago, G-Bay, the Tusk. This is the Tusk D-Sport tire. Look at that meat on that thing. I mean, look at that. That's a finger and a half deep on the tread. And those tread lugs are, these middle lugs, look at how wide those middle lugs are. Those things are freaking gnarly. Talk about hooking up like you're freaking driving a tractor through a farm field. This thing will get you anywhere you want to go. That's like a $70 tire right there, G-Bay. That's the Tusk D-Sport. That thing is a freaking beast, isn't it? I mean, even the side lugs. Look at the side lugs on that thing. Here. Look at those things. Those things are just gnarly. So that is an absolutely aggressive tire. But I'll tell you what, that thing has a super stiff sidewall. You're not going to be able to put it on yourself without a bead breaker and all that shit that they got at like the tire shops. But so that's my dual sport. That's my street legal tire. This is my desert tire. It's nowhere near as beefy as that one. But you can only go 87 on your 250R. What year 250R? And is it 2 or 3 or 4 wheels? So I think the 86 250R 3-wheeler is like the best bike ever built. Got my lube drive over here. It's a brand freaking new rear wheel, so I'm trying not to screw it up putting this wheel on. You guys know how much of a, well, G-Bay knows how much of a bitch this is. How you been, G-Bay? I haven't seen you for a while. Everything good? Hopefully everything's good. Guys, G-Bay is another one of our Canadian friends. Great dude, grows some freaking amazing ganja. Oh, don't slip out. It's too wet, it's slipping out. Hey, that's what she said, right? Alright, there we go. Once you get to a certain point, you can go from the other side. But it's getting it to that point. What sucks is here in a few weeks, I'm going to have to do this again because I'm going to be putting the throttle tire on here. Little glamour strip plan. All right, we're about 3/4 of the way. Well, maybe a little under 3/4. God damn the camera. This camera sucks, or this tripod sucks. My camera keeps falling over. All right. Oh, get out of there. I'm like right there. Okay. Oh, I'm scratching up my freaking brand new rim. Come on, bitch. Come on, bitch. In the words of Jesse Pinkman, yeah, bitch. Oh, it's like right there. I just don't want to split the tube at this point because like I said, I don't know how another one. So close. So close. There she sliding in. She's just right there. Alright, I think that's all the way on that side. It is. She is. Okay. So now, the bitch of the problem is going to be getting that valve stem through the hole, which is right here. I lost the valve stem, but it should be right in here. it's got to come over just a little bit. Whoops, that's not good. All right, got it out. Okay, pop that rim lock down a little bit. Oh, my valve stem hold right there. Yes. Whoops, too much. Where'd that stem go? Okay, I gotta come back right to here. There it is. There it is, right about there. All right. All right. So it's easier to go from this side now. Oh man, hot. Ooh, my fingers. Oh, come on, get in there. Get your ass in there. Oh, it's almost there. It's almost in there. It's in there. I just gotta get up. I just gotta be able to pull it out of there. Pull it through. Now, pull through really good. I'm going to pull through. Why? There she goes. All right, she pulled through. Not a lot, but enough to where I can probably get the nut on it and start pulling it all the way through. If I can get the nut on, it'll pull through. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, so now the other side, guys. This is the side that's gonna suck. Let me catch up with chat. Oh, we got 8 people hanging out. Well, I don't have the right shit here to do it all. No, I'm actually swapping over the rim from... I broke the shit out of this rim, so I'm swapping it to a new rim, and I'm trying not to... Hey, Rod, welcome in. I'm trying not to screw up the new rim, so because I don't have the rim savers or anything. So, all right, let's get back at this. We're almost done here. Almost there. And so far, I think I got it without freaking blowing the tube out, which is nice. So I usually blow the tubes out when I try to do this. Whoop, I should probably put the nut on the rim lock before I lock that down. Well, yeah. I'll put the nut on it just so that it won't go through the hole. Okay. There we go. There we go. There she's starting to go. God, I'm going to have to do all this back over for the paddle when I go to Glamis. Well, we're not going to Glamis. We're going to Gordonsville, which is the southern end of Glamis. It's the bigger, taller dunes, less people. Gordonsville is where I grew up riding. That place, I still bet people. You can blindfold me, throw me in a sand rail, take me out in the dunes, roll me around for an hour, leave me in the bottom of the bowl with my bike, and I will wait until you're out of that bowl, and I can hear that you've left that bowl before I take the blindfold off. I'll take the blindfold off, throw my helmet and boots on, and be at camp before you will. That's how well I know that place. I actually made a lot of money doing that back in the day. All my friends finally started riding. We were going out there without the adults, you know, it was just me and my buddies. We'd do that. Throw me in the sand rail, take me out in the middle of nowhere, dump me off, I wait for you to leave, and 99% of the time I'd be sitting at camp having a drink before they even got there. The other 1% of the time, I'd already be sitting at camp before they got there, but I wasn't having a drink. trying to pinch this tube. Really easy to do at this point because this is where the tire starts getting tight. Okay, almost there. Almost there. This is like the hardest part. Oh yeah, tires on. All right, all right, all right. Wow, that was a bitch. That was a bitch. So now we will tighten up the valve stem. Get it nice and tight. We'll tighten down the rim lock. Get that nice and tight. You want the valve stem tight, but not too tight, because if you get it too tight, you'll tear it out of the tube. I've done that. Switched over a brand new tube. I was in a desert race. Switched over to a brand new tube because I freaking blew up my full-on blowout. And in my haste out there in the freaking desert, I tightened the valve stem down too tight and it freaking tore it out of the tube. So now we take our rim lock. And where'd my rim lock washer go? Right here. Oh shit. I'm an idiot. There we go. There's the rim lock washer. There's the rim lock remote. So what this rim lock does is it wedges between the tire and the rim, so it locks the tire in. It locks the bead in, basically. It's an interior bead lock. That way, when you're ripping through the desert, your tire doesn't try to spin on the wheel. Because your tire's just slipping around the wheel, you're going to do two things. You're going to not go anywhere, and you're going to destroy your tube. So the rim lock locks the bead down to the rim. Alright, and you can see there's a little, it's really hard to tell, but there's a little bump right here, a little bulge right there, where the rim lock locks the rim in place. Now, because I was an idiot, I did what I knew I shouldn't have done. Now I gotta put the grommet for the tube. Get on there. And this just going to protect your valve stem from the outside. Doesn't let it get smashed if you hit something with it. Problem is, I don't think this one's going to fit too well. Oh, maybe it will. It ain't going to fit when you get the freaking valve on. They're not the valves, but yeah, when I got to pump it out. Oh, maybe it will. Camera. Stupid fucking tripod. Alright. Give me just a second, guys, and I'll catch you back up with chat. Alright. There it is. There she is. So now I got to put the brake rotor and the sprocket back on. As long as I've got those. All right. So, all right, give me 2 seconds, guys. All right. So, it's really easy to tell which the brake rotor or the sprocket goes on which side because there's a different bolt pattern. So, we know the sprocket, or I'm sorry, the brake rotor only has 4 bolts. So it can only go in one spot. So we'll get these all started, and then we'll sink them down. And I should have known right away it's 10. It's got the 10 written on the thing, so I should have known it was 10 millimeter. Okay, so that's tight. Now, sprocket. We're almost done. I have a new chain I need to put on, but I can't find my chain breaker. It's somewhere, I just don't know where. Somewhere in that hell that I call a garage. I actually honestly haven't seen it since I moved, so. It could be anywhere. Gosh dang it. Stupid tripod. I need a better small tripod. Alright. Guys, as soon as I get these bolts set, I'm not going to tighten them real quick. I'm going to take a quick break from this and hang out the chat for a minute. I know I've been ignoring you guys most of the time I've been doing this, but it's one of those things where you can't really read chat and do it at the same time, so I'll get over here where I can read chat. Butterfingers. All right, last bolt. As much as I enjoy doing this, there's no way in hell I could ever do this stuff for a living. All right. Now, let me come over here with chat. Let me grab my chair. All right. That's a nice looking wheel. Oh, bread balls, man. I've caught bass, carp, catfish. I saw that. Josie sent me the pictures. It's me, the giant cat in the Mekong, or in Thailand, the Mekong cat. All right, there's no way I'm gonna be able to catch up with chat. So anyway, guys, I like that anodized red. I'm not a fan of the color red, but you know the bike is red, black. Well, red and black and white, but. So now the only thing left is to pump this tire up, make sure it holds air. Oh, the flight to Thailand? Yeah. Working on the boat. I gotta freaking order a shift linkage cable for my boat. My shifter cable wore out, so it won't go into reverse. So, you know, it's not a good situation. You put it in reverse, and it sounds like a millennial trying to drive a stick shift. Grinds the shit out of the reverse gear, and I don't want to ruin the dog on the gear. So I got to get that all taken care of. But the problem is I got to pull the cable to measure it to know which one I need, because Johnson has 2 different cables they use. It's either, or no, actually 3. So I got to get the exact measurement on that cable, because my luck, I'll order the 15. It'll be a 12. And, you know, I'll have to take it back, pay the restocking fee, and order the other one. Nobody in town has that cable in stock, so I have to order it. But in order to do that, I got to pull it so I can know which cable I need. And then I got to spray some throttle body cleaner in there, because the carb seems like they got a little gunk in them. That, or I just need to take it to a lake where I can run it out really hard. My home lake, I can only do like 10 miles an hour tops. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. Well, you got the, is yours the external box? Because mine's the hidden recess box. It's in the gunwale. So I can't I'd have to buy a whole different assembly and, you know, remount the entire thing in a different location. So in most of the throttles I've seen nowadays, the like the top arm, like the little grip where you grab to pull your freaking lockout rod, and you know, yeah, yours is external. Okay, mine's the internal recessed one. It's a bitch to get to, but what was I gonna say? Oh, the newer ones, most of the control, the handle on the control where you actually grab, faces to the right or to the starboard side of the boat. Mine is opposite. Mine faces left to the port. So It's hard to find one that'll fit. But I'm not going to replace the whole control. I'm just going to do the cables. For some reason, my lockout rod, you know the little rod that you get, or the little lever you got to pull up to get it out of neutral, to put it in forward and reverse. That's the shift lockout rod is what that's called. And mine keeps breaking. So something's off in the way that the trim wires run to the throttle control, because you can do your trim from the throttle control. And something about it keeps binding mine up to where every time I pull it, it breaks. Or it binds up the wires in my trim, and my trim won't go up or down. So I just took it out completely. So it's not like you need it. All it is a safety. So you can't put the boat into gear without pulling that. But it also won't let the boat start if the boat's not in neutral. I just pulled it out. I mean, I'm the only one that's ever going to drive that boat, so it's not like I need the safeties on it. So I just pulled that lockout rod out. But I'm thinking I may sell my boat. I'm kind of thinking of selling the boat, guys. Yeah, mine broke on the water and won't restart because it can't get it back in neutral. It's a pain in the ass. So I ended up having to use the trolling motor. Thank God that was before my trolling motor fell in the lake. But no, Northern, mine is the what do they call it? The hidden or whatever, where the box itself is hidden inside the hull. It's like in the gunwale. And the only thing that you see on the external side of the thing is the actual throttle control. So it's a pain in the ass. And it's one of those ones that it's like $700 for just a cheap knockoff one, if you could find it. So I'm just going to sell the boat, I think. I want to upgrade. I want something I can go back out to the kelp beds with and at least chase like yellowtail and halibut. This boat, the length of it's not the problem. It's the hull. It's not a deep enough hull. I'm only sitting 12 or 14 inches off the water at the most on the deck. So it's going to be a bitch. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna zip tie the new to the old, and as I pull the old cable out, it'll pull the new cable through. Yeah, that's the only way you can do it. Otherwise, I mean, I can get a fish tape. I got a fish tape, but I can fish tape it through. But it'd be easier to just pull it through with the old cable. As it comes out, the new one comes in. And yeah, brand name shit with a boat is freaking outrageous. You're right, it is like 5 times. Yeah, at least rods is external. That's easy to get to your cables and all that. Mine is a pain in the butt. I'm gonna have to lay down, scoot in there freaking upside down and try to do everything upside down. So it should just be like 2 clips, pull it through, at the actual shifter. At the motor, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's right there on the starboard side of the motor. You pull the cover off and you're looking straight at it. So that's easy to get to. That's just 2 bolts. One that holds the cover and the keeper on, and then the one that holds the actual cable. That won't be the problem. That one is gonna be a problem up at the actual throttle control. So, but I gotta find one before I can even do it. So that's where I've been having the trouble, is finding the actual throttle control that'll fit. So or the cable that'll fit the throttle control. So I got to figure out which one I need anyway. I was going to do that today, but I got into doing the bike stuff instead. I've had this wheel sitting in the box for 6 months. It's been here since June, so 7 months. And I haven't been out in the desert because of this back wheel. So now I got this taken care of, so I can I can get out in the desert and go ride and have some fun, which is going to be freaking awesome. I can't wait. I need to get out there and ride. So oh, dude, I got so many projects over here that I haven't even like. I've started and got like halfway done and not even got there. So I wanted to start doing my yard, get the garden going and all that, but yeah, my to-do list is like about the same. It's about the same. I actually put up the new canopy yesterday over the patio. That's the waterproof patio cover. So without building a full-on patio cover, that thing works out well. It's just a shade sail, but it rained all day yesterday and it kept us dry in the patio, so we can come out and hang out in the patio and not get soaking wet. But I got bike projects I got to work on. I got boat projects I got to work on. I gotta get my truck in for a rear alignment. My right rear tire, that truck is eating tires on that right rear. I mean, absolutely eating tires. So I got to go get that alignment taken care of. I needed to go get the Jeep alignment taken care of, but I fixed that myself on Sunday. It was pulling a little bit to the right, so I hit something pretty hard on the left, and that thing freaking, you can set the cruise control and lay back and go to sleep on a straight road now. So I also got to build a gun rack because I'm running out of storage space for the guns. So I need to build a gun rack. I got all kinds of stuff I got to do. I really want to redo the floors in the house. When we bought the house, the lady did a few things. She did the tile in the bathroom, which the dude used like a snake for a straight edge. She did, just minor little cosmetic shit, but they put new flooring in, and whoever put the flooring in did not know what the fuck they were doing. There's the transition between the living room and the hallway. I don't know why, but there's like probably a 3/8 inch gap. Like they were going to put down like T-molding right there or something. Which, had it been me, that if I would have put the flooring in, there would be zero transitions all the way through the house. That floor, I would have ran the flooring so that every doorway, every transition from room to room would have not had a transition strip in it. It would have just been it would have flowed all the way through. So I need to go order up some flooring and start doing that. We painted the house inside and out when we moved in, but it's been 2 years, and I need to go get my pressure washer. I let my buddy use my pressure washer. He still got it. But I want to pressure wash the shit out of the house, because you can see like up there by the eaves, there's all the spider webs and shit. So I need to do that. I just got a laundry list of stuff I need to do. Problem is I'm fat, I'm old, and I'm lazy, and I don't do it. I have all the time in the world to do it. I just haven't done it. So I'll get it all done eventually, though. Eventually I'll get it done. I think my next project, though, is going to be the landscaping. I was wanting to go down this week. The city dump, the San Diego city dump, has a greenery. So, oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. That's what you're saying, Rod. But you bought it as is to do what you wanted with it. So, I mean, you bought a blank canvas, which is badass. You can do whatever you want. But yeah, the city dump here, San Diego City Dump, has a greenery where they only take green waste. So if you have like a landscaper or whatever come through and rip all your bushes and your plants and all that out, that all goes to one specific section of the dump, and they compost it all. And you can go down there and pick up as much compost as you want for free, or they'll charge you $10 if they load it in your truck with a tractor. I opt for the $10 thing. Oh, dude, yep. When we're doing the construction stuff, when I was running my construction company, we would do clean outs on houses where people were getting evicted or whatever. There's a house. It was not even a house. It was a freaking, basically a single wide trailer. The size of it. It was a little 3-bedroom place. It was like 900 square feet. The girl that moved in was a full-on crackhead. And the funny thing was, she lived there. So there's like, it's like a duplex, right? The units, like, you pull up in front and they're long instead of wide, right? So the front unit's right there at the street, and the back unit's in the back behind it. So anyway, this girl originally lived in the front unit. It was a 2-bedroom. And she had a couple kids. So when the people moved out of the back, she wanted to move into the back because it was a 3-bedroom. So they let her, the property manager let her. And the girl was a great tenant at first. She was a drug counselor and all this at a drug rehab and, doing really well for herself. And all of a sudden, she got back into the drug scene and let every crackhead in Ocean Beach, which you've ever seen the movie Almost Famous? The opening scene where the mom and the kid are walking down the freaking beach. That's Ocean Beach here in San Diego. Anyway, Ocean Beach is like full-on crackhead central. So she let all the fucking junkies from Ocean Beach start crashing at this place. And when she was finally evicted, remember, this is a 900 square foot, basically apartment, right? With a backyard, probably like 30 by 30. We took 11 40-yard roll-off dumpsters of shit out of that place. It was fucking bad. When the cops came to kick everybody out, the cops wouldn't even go in the house. The place stunk so bad. We opened up the refrigerator, and there was a big old stock pot in the freezer with a lobster sticking halfway out, like it was being boiled, and it only had like half the water, and the lobster was sticking straight out of the freaking stock pot, frozen in a freaking block of ice. They had got to the point where, like, they wrote notes to each other on the wall in Sharpie, and somebody got pissed off at one of the notes that somebody wrote, so they took a shit on the floor and smeared the shit all over the note. I mean, it was disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Oh yeah, the dumpster's like $1,400 out here for the 40-yard. $1,400 for every dump, and we did 11 of them. 11 of them. It got to the point where we got a hold of the manager at the dumpster company and was like, look, dude, can we work a deal or something? Because, this is ridiculous. And they actually did work a deal with us. So they knocked $400 off of like 10. No, it was 8 of the dumps that we did. So they knocked off $3,200 off the total bill. But it was like, we'd go in there. It was 11 days straight. We filled up a dumpster every day, every single day. Hell, my neighbor. Oh my God, I didn't show you guys. I don't know if you guys remember my backyard. My neighbor, the hoarder neighbor, had all the freaking appliances and toilets and all kinds of shit in their backyard. Check this shit out. The only toilet out here was my tomato planter. But yeah, that toilet was the one that was in the house when we bought the place. And it's got actually really good soil in there. I grew tomatoes in there. But they cleaned all this shit out, guys. Not all of it yet, but most of it. So the neighbor over here got evicted, and they're going to redo the house. So all of this shit's gone. I had originally had, you can see this freaking shade stuff. This is like the cloth they put on baseball field fences. I originally had that up so that we didn't have to look at their fucking trash in their yard. Not to say my yard is any better, but, you know, it's not all full of appliances and shit. I got like the dog pool, which is, it's dead. I got to throw that away. I got like the dog pool, the little dog bed, the compost bin, and, you know, the fire pit out here. But, you know, and all this shit's stuff that's supposed to go in my shed, like my smoker lives right there. But, yeah, they spent freaking $4,000 to clean up all the shit next door. So, oh, you can make so much money on dumpsters. There's actually a company out here now in our little town that's a trash service. So what they did was they went and bought a bunch of the freaking big, like, you know, the new big old giant trash cans they sell at Home Depot. The ones like the city drops off for you nowadays. They drop off 4 cans. They have a 4 or an 8 can service. So they'll drop off 4 trash cans, and they only pick up every other week, but they're a quarter of the price of the actual trash company. A quarter of the price. We pay $170 a month for the dump because, you know, all we have out here is dumpsters. And I just got the little small, like, 1 yard, and it's $170 a month. This other company's $80, but they only pick up twice. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, if you only have one company out here, that sucks. They got a monopoly on the whole setup. They can charge whatever the hell they want. This new service, once they, you know, get some more business and get busier and they'll start doing weekly stuff, I'm going to go to them. But right now, it's not feasible for me to do the every 2 weeks because, you know, I mean, I probably could now that we don't have the old people. We're going through like a quarter of the trash we used to. But it's still not feasible yet. Once they get their service up to par, then it'll be feasible. All right, let me get this thing tightened back up so that we can put it back on and maybe go for a test ride, huh? That was the 13 or 14. I don't remember if those were a 13 or a 14. Might have been a 14. Yeah, they're a 14. All right. Whoever worked on this fly glass stripped some of these. But that's okay, because I just need the Allen to hold while I tighten. Yeah, see, that wants to strip out. Come out. Okay, that's tight. Come on. Come on. Oh, this one can't fit behind the spoke. Oh, all right. Good, just like you would your tire in your car. Star pattern on the lugs. That one doesn't fit there either, huh? Last thing you want is your sprocket slipping. Oh, okay. This one I think fits. Okay, yeah. I've actually been swapping over a sprocket before and had the wrench slip. I nailed my hand right into the sprocket. That hurt like a son of a bitch. That took a couple of stitches. Oh, all right. Go through and just give everything one little quick double check. Make sure everything's tight. All right, we're tight all the way around. All right. There she is. There's the new back rim. All right, all right, all right. Bearings are already installed. Spacer's got to go in and we're good. We can put her back on the bike and be ready for desert season. Now that we're like all the way halfway through desert season. But it is what it is. All right, there's one. There's two. Let's go put her on, guys. I think everything I need to put her on is already in there. All right. This is where it gets not fun. Oh, that fit in there fine. Oh, come on. That spacer just popped out. You would think this would be easy, but it's actually kind of a bitch. Get in there. Oh, don't let my brake pad freaking roll out. Son of a bitch. All Why the spacer's gonna be the death of me. Actually, the brake pad's gonna be the death of me. Don't come out. God damn it. Oh, I hate doing this part of it. Where's this? I ain't gonna do it. This'll do it. You gotta wedge the brake pads apart, put the brake rotor in. Oh, that pad wants to fall out. Come on, bitch. Come on. Why does it not want to fit? It doesn't want to fit. It does not want to go up there. Why? What's holding it? That brake pad. What's holding it? Alright, I gotta go get a screwdriver. There it goes. Maybe. Oh, don't come out, spacer. There we go. Okay. What the shit is holding me up here? I'll get through. Oh, it's the caliper holding me up. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on? How am I off by that far? Shit, sorry guys. I know I'm blocking the camera here, but the shit's not wanting to line back up. Let me see. Why is it not lining up? That should be lined up right there. It's not freaking lining up. Line up, you bitch. Should just slide right through. Really? Really? Alright, I gotta get my freaking other wrench. So for some reason, things don't want to line back up. Oh, really? That's not gonna. There's so much dirt. My God, how tight is that? There it goes. Finally broke it free. All right. My spacer block didn't want to break it free. Okay. Now. The brake caliper doesn't want to slide like where it should. There we go. That should go through. That should push through. Still doesn't push through. Why? What the hell is binding? Oh, you gotta be shitting me. See, the brake caliper is not wanting to let it go through. So what I need to do is, I bet you, if I can, where my freaking screwdrivers go? I'm losing tools I haven't moved. Yes. All right, this doesn't make any sense. That should be lined up right there. Go through that one through. right, what a pain in the ass that was. That was a total pain in the ass. And that's off. And rotate it just a hair. That should go through. There it is. All right. There she is. I cannot believe how dirty this shit is. Actually, I can. All right. So that goes in. That goes on. That goes on. And that whole thing should go forward. Now, you gotta be shitting me. I cannot believe I did that. Where is... Oh my God, I gotta take it off because I fucking did it stupid. All that and I gotta take it off. All that and it's gotta come back off. Actually, no, it doesn't. Probably. Okay. There we go. I can get it like that. Okay. Okay. We're good. We're good. As long as this bunch of stuff didn't move. And it moved. There we go. This should be. Technically, it should be just a quick, easy in and out. But for some reason, this new wheel's wanting to fight a little bit. Okay, there it's through. Right there, so it locks in. All right, that side's locked in. Now, God, this thing's gross. I should actually, before I put all this back together, I should have cleaned it and greased it. Shit. I think I'm gonna. Even though I had to fight with it, I think I'm gonna. I can get everything to stay right where it is. Yeah. All right, give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm gonna run and grab some cleaner and some grease. All right. All right. I'm gonna clean all this shit up real quick. All right, what's going on in the chat while I'm doing this? Yeah, there's a master link in this chain, but it's a pain in the ass to take it off. Hey, Papa, right on. Thanks for being here. I miss so much of chat. Oh, yeah, I set the Nightbot filter for the all caps because I got fucking sick and tired of trolls typing all caps. So I set it so they can't. All right. Let's clean these up. These are just my spacers for my chain, the adjusters, but they're gross. So clean them off. A little bit of just Dawn and water. Figure if I'm doing this, I might as well clean everything off that I'm working with. And re-grease everything that needs to be greased. All right, so there's that side. See how gross that thing is? Well, you know what they say. Drop of Dawn and grease is gone. Wow, this is caked in there. Gosh, damn. I gotta start washing this bike down more. Need to hit a bunch of this bike with degreaser. This thing is gnarly. It's not perfect, but it's better than it was. Look at that. That just came out of the freaking one little swipe out of there. It ain't car show clean, but it's clean enough now. So now, the axle. breaks up the axle a little bit, or a lot of it. It's a nice little coating on it. Just a nice coating. And then take our lug. All right, now back to trying to line all this shit back up. Hey, look at that. It wants to line up just fine this time. Well, it did. No, it's through. Twist. All right, now we're in business. Now we're in business. Okay. So now what I got to do is straighten up the wheel and tighten up the chain. And we'll be good to go. Phone down. Okay. Let's flush on that side. Let's flush on that side. That's loosening the shit. Okay. So now, I only got 9 people hanging out. All right. Hey, what did I do? There we go. So, I want the chain about right there. So, there's my 10 millimeters right here. Come on, and tighten up there, I want you. There we go. Starting to move now. And one more turn, we're good. And we're good. Oh, that's way too much. Okay. That might still be a little tight. I'd rather have it a little tight than loose because for some reason I stretch out chains like crazy. I actually should replace this one, but I'm not going to worry about that right now because A, I don't have my freaking chain breaker to cut a chain. So we're 1, 2, 3, 4. Just on the inside of the 5th. So now I got to loosen 2 bolts. I'll show you guys here. So this is the chain tensioners right here. I got to bring this out. There's the bolt here to keep it from moving, and then this actually tensions the chain. So I got to get everything lined up. 1, 2, 3. So that's got to go in. Two, 3, 4. Where was I at on the other side of 5? 1, 2, 3, 4.5. Goddamn fucking tripod. I'm so sick of this thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I gotta go in a little more. Four and a half. One, 2, 3, 4.5. All right. So that's there. Why is that one out farther? Why is that block out further? Let me bring this one out to 4. No, because that's where it needs to be. Whoops, I just moved the shit out of that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4.5. That's where she should be. All right, guys. I do believe all we have left to do is add some air to that tire. And we're done. All right. All right. She done. Well, my blocks are about the same. Okay. I kind of like that anodized red hub on the bike. Kind of like it. I didn't have a choice, just silver hubs. Or else I would have gone with just silver, but... Alright, now let me get out of this shed. And get off this hard-ass floor and go sit down for a minute and hang out with chat. It's really hard to see chat while you're working on shit like that. I didn't get it until now. Oh, man. Alright. Hey, Daniel. Got your package. Awesome. Awesome. Oh, that's right. You own the reel. Hell yeah. I ain't scared of hard work, man. I thrive on hard work. Hey, Chaos. Welcome in. All right. Well, that was a successful $250 freaking... No. $325 was shipping. $325 was shipping for that rim. Looks good on the bike, though. I kind of like the way it looks. I want to do the front now. Shit. No, I don't. I can't. I need a red sprocket to make it freaking look right. But... Oh, yeah. I was... So... This is the old back wheel off of the dirt bike, which I broke. So I had to switch it over. I was switching over the wheel so that now I can get out in the desert and not feel like I'm gonna die if I hit something wrong. So I was really afraid of this back wheel. It came apart pretty good. There's cracks in the hub, there's cracks in the rim, so I didn't feel safe on it. So I'll take this one, hang it up in the wall of shame with the others. Yeah, it's a CRF 450. So it is that thing is a freaking one of the only bikes I've ever owned that I'm unafraid of, to be honest. That thing is almost too fast, but my stupid ass wants it faster. So Mr. SoCal doesn't want me to make it faster, but I want it faster. So the only thing I've done to that thing now is I replaced the chain twice because that bike likes to eat chains. I replaced the tires because, you know, tires are disposable. New back wheel. Oh, and I put the desert tank on it. I put the desert tank on this thing. It actually looks really bitchin' with the desert tank on it. Looks really bitchin' with the desert tank on it. I love this tank. The other tank was flat. It ended right here at the seat and was just flat. The stock tank. This is a 3.5 gallon tank on here. So 4-strokes don't have reeds. That's 2-stroke. This is a 4-stroke. And it's a fuel injected. So there's like, you can't even get in here to see where the carb would be, but it's fuel injected. So right kind of in there is the carb. but you really can't see it. It's not even a carb, it's a fuel injector. So what I do need to do next, oh, I did the radiator tubes also. Put new radiator tubing in there. I need a front wheel to match the back wheel. I think that back wheel looks sick on this thing. And I want to redo my shocks. They've already been done. I've got the bleeder valves on them on the front. I want a bleeder on the back. And I want to have them dialed in a little more to my weight. So, no, this is not a two-stroke. Not a two-stroke. So, yeah, the next thing to do is get out here and put some time on the bike and get her going. This thing, man, when I saw this thing for sale, it's a 2018, which was one of 2 years that Honda did the twin exhaust. But I'll tell you what, man, this thing sounds fucking bitching with that twin exhaust. But I saw this thing for sale at a shop that does not deal with dirt bikes. They're a street bike shop. They sell mostly crotch rockets and like big heavy cruisers. And I saw this thing. I just happened to see it for sale. My buddy found it, actually. They had 2 of these in the shop. The guy that owned this bike originally bought 2 of the exact same bikes, built one for a track and one for the desert. This one he got set up for the desert. And he didn't like it. Dirt bikes weren't his thing. So he traded them both in for a big old freaking road bike. Big old Harley style road bike. And they didn't give him shit for the trade-ins, but the guy paid cash when he bought these bikes. So me and my buddy went in there and bought them both. We both have them set up pretty much the same. His has got the black plastics on it now, but he's got the same tank on there as I do. He's got different bars. Mine are a little taller just because I'm taller. My buddy's like 5'2", so he can barely touch the ground on his bike. But I got a different exhaust system than he does. I got way better tire than he does. Got a way better back rim than he does now. But we both went and bought these same bikes. And when I saw that, he sent me the ad for it. And I'm like, dude, there's no way that bike's only freaking that much. And he's like, dude, nope. I just walked out of there with mine. They want the exact same thing for the other one. So within an hour, I was in the dealership negotiating with them. And they had told me, and it looked like it when I bought this thing, the guy had 20 hours on it. So I bought it. We got it out in the desert. The very first ride, we took it out to Gordonswell, which is like the south end of Glamis. So we were out in the sand dunes for the very first ride on these bikes. And everything went great. Had a great day. Fun ride. Got back to camp. Had a Coke and a smoke and a sandwich. And we're going to go for our last evening ride. And the bike wouldn't start back up. So I knew right then and there that when the bike wouldn't start, I knew it was the top end just from, 47, 48 years of being around motorcycles. I knew right away the top end was gone. So I took it I called the dealership that I bought it from, and I'm like, hey, look, this thing ate the top end. So they're like, okay, bring it back. We'll take a look at it. They don't know anything about freaking turning wrenches. They don't have a good mechanic on scene. They got a guy that does like oil changes and, tires and spark plugs. So they sent it out to another shop out here in San Diego called RP Racing. And Bob over at RP took a look at it, told them what was wrong. They didn't give me any information. They just told me, hey, it's over at RP Racing. So whatever. So I called Bob, and I know Bob. I've been, racing in San Diego for decades. When I called Bob, Told him, they had my 450 from the dealership, wanted to know what was up. And he goes, oh, man, this top end is just melted. So I was like, all right, well, what's the deal? How's it, what's the whole situation? And he tells me, well, because of the sale and all that, and, they're paying for it. He says, give me a week, I'll have it done. So I go to pick it up, and, they called me and told me it was ready to be picked up and it was done. So I went over there, picked it up, and the kid working in the shop didn't know who I was. And he tells me that I need to learn how to ride because the way this top end was just so melted, it proves I don't know what I'm doing and I don't know how to ride and all this shit. And Bob comes walking out of his office, and Bob knows me. I know Bob. Him and I have known each other for decades. I mean, we're not friends. I'd never go hang out with the guy, but, you grow up in the racing world and you know people. You know who people are. So this kid's over here just trying to berate me and tell me what a shitty rider I am and how I don't know a damn thing about bikes. And, this is just way too much bike for somebody like me. And Bob walks out of his shop and looks at me and he goes, hey, and he, greets me by first name, because, Bob knows my first name. So, hey, SoCal, how you doing, man? He's like, yeah, this thing, he's like, there was 20 hours on it, but it was definitely 20 hours of slow and not, not well ridden. He's like, the guy that didn't do the break-in period properly or any of that. And he looks at the kid and he goes, do you realize who you're speaking with right now? And the kid's like, yeah, this guy needs to, step down to like a 250 or a two-stroke or something. And Bob looks at the kid and goes, man, he's beat some pros out in some desert races, right? And the kid's jaw just dropped. And he goes, what do you mean? And Bob looks at the kid and goes, kid, I forget what his name was. He goes, this guy's been riding and racing longer than you've been alive. And the kid goes, well, he needs to learn how to ride a 450. And Bob looks at the kid and goes, why would he need to ride something that he stepped down to ride? He's been riding bigger bikes than this for decades. This to him is a step down. And the kid kept trying to give me shit. And I told Bob, I said, well, I won't be back with him here. And Bob looked at the guy and goes, hey, whatever his name was, grab your tools and today's your last day. Straight up fired him right then and there on the spot. And I thought that was kind of sucked. But at the same point, like, if you're working in a mechanic shop, I don't care if it's for a bike or a boat or a car or what, you don't talk shit to the people that you don't know coming in with problems with their vehicles. So, but apparently Bob had some issues with the kid before. The kid apparently was one of those that fake it till you make it in the job kind of a thing. And he didn't make it. So, anyway, that's the story of that bike. But now that the back wheel's done, it's desert time. We got to figure out how to get the Starlink mounted up and get out, do a live ride. I don't know how I would do that with Starlink, but I'll figure it out. I will definitely figure it out. Maybe I'll zip tie the freaking Starlink to the number plate or something, and then just throw the battery pack in a backpack. But anyway, guys, my battery's about to die. I'm at 10%. I need to go in and eat, clean up all my mess that I just made. So I'm going to call it. And I don't know if we're going to fish this week. We got some weather. As you can probably see by the canopy, the wind is up pretty good today. Tomorrow through Friday, we're supposed to get rain. I may just say fuck it and go fish in the rain tomorrow. We'll see how bad it is in the morning when I wake up. It's saying light to moderate on the weather. So hopefully that rain will chum up some of them bass and them catfish, but we'll see. So anyway, guys, keep an eye out. I'll do a post in the morning letting you guys know if I'm going to go fish or not. But Anyway, guys, on that note, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching me fight with the back wheel on the bike, getting it all put together. And we'll either see you tomorrow from the lake or we won't. It'll depend on weather. But we'll see you guys. We'll catch you on another live stream somewhere tonight, I'm sure. Peace, guys.